Hey there, Entropians. Julian McBain here, and we are back with our investigation of these cultists on Monria. As you can see, I have done a little bit of gameplay in between the last video I did and this one. But we're going back into the cave, and we're going to find out where the cultists are. Or what they're doing. We're supposed to disrupt the ritual. I don't know if that means we're actually going to fight something, or it's going to be like last time, we're just going to get there and it'll all be hunky-dory, but we're going to find out. So let me orient myself here and turn off the light I have on because now I can't see. There we go. Pull out my little dagger here. Detach the attachment because apparently it's not, you can't efficiently use it, but it's still allowed to mount it. Which is interesting, because I thought in the past you couldn't even mount it if that was the case. While we're walking there, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. We're still aiming for 100 subs before the end of April. It's currently April 6th, and it'll be April 7th tomorrow. So, you know, that means we're 7 days down. We got 73. Disrupt the ritual. Kill the Shoggoth the cultists are targeting. Okay. Let's do this. That was it. Just one. Kind of let down. Ah, let's murder the cultists too. What the hell? So please take an opportunity to subscribe. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I can't even express how much I appreciate it. Also, don't forget to check out my sponsor, Critical Links. She is still making jewelry, still more than happy to do any fandom. So hit her up on her Etsy page, it will be in the description. Alright, so we took out the two cultists as well. We gotta return to Sergeant Don Fraser. And for those of you wondering why I have the short blade now, I've got to grind out that skull. I mean, I'm a level 30 swordsman. I'm a level 11 knife fighter, but I was a level 11 knife, or I was a level 10 knife fighter with exactly 0 short blade skills. I mean, that's just a little silly. And so I was like, you know what? I need to grind the skill out. It'll help my other skills. And the big one that, of course, I'm always focused on is hit points. I've got 126, which is good. It's good. But you know me, I'm kind of a person who likes to tank things. So my goal is to see if I can't break 200, at least in the short term. Because, you know, the more hit points you have, the more things you can tank without armor. The other thing that helps with that, of course, is evade. And dodge, and I've been working on getting my dodge sorted out. Oh, that's right, she's in the camp nearby. And so, like, when I'm on Cali, I hunt robots because they inevitably use things that require, they use the guns against you as opposed to hitting you as long as you stay back. So I've been using that as an opportunity to grind out my rifle skills using bookins. You know what? I'm going to pull out the hover pod. Come on, there we go. Still smoking because I have been too lazy to repair it. One of these days, I'm going to go off a sick jump accidentally or fall off a cliff, and it's going to blow up, and it's going to be totally my fault because I had plenty of opportunity to repair it. Yeah. And down she goes. We assumed Kaminsky's coddled little scientists were crying wolf again. They're so concerned with the Shoggoth, they can't even raise arms against them. Their sympathy has robbed them of their ferocity and left them with nothing but fear. Those things don't even seem to want to fight. Half the time they seem to be trying to flee before they can even engage. Well, it sounds like they're crying wolf again. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. It's allergy season. Well, it sounds like they're crying wolf again. One of Tripp's loons is quacking on about some equipment he dropped fleeing Cave 1. Claims that he was being pursued by another one of those things. He's babbling about how the equipment is the key to deciphering some old archive they've recovered. Says it's our soul's salvation. Take this fool Andy's errand off my hands, and it'll be the last I ask of you for now. Yeah, sure, why not? So I think these are the boxes that are in the cave. So it'll be interesting. Yep, they're all marked out too. Awesome. Am I going the right way? I hope so. So that should be interesting to kind of sort through. There we go. And back to the cave we go. You know, I gotta say, thinking about the name Shoggoth for a creature, I gotta wonder if the... Well, no, because it's from Yog-Sothoth, I suppose. I don't know. I know it's part of the Lovecraftian universe, where the Shoggoths were the servants of, I think it was Yog-Sothoth. You know, one of the older gods under Cthulhu. But I don't know the whole story, and I only read part of the or more accurately, I listened to part of the audiobook, because that's frequently what I have the opportunity to... That's the way I can read a lot of times. You know, I like to think of myself as well-read, and I do my best to read several books a year, and frankly speaking, I should read the written word a lot more. But my schedule is so full, what I tend to do is I like to take an afternoon walk. It helps keep me in shape, and I mean, I know I'm not in any danger of not being in shape, but you know, I'd rather not be in the position where that could be a threat. And so, and you know, being a fencer, I need to make sure my endurance is up. So I walk regularly because that's an easy way to keep the endurance up. And I listen to books on tape, or there used to be books on tape, audiobooks. I think audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks, books on tape. That tells you how old I am. I actually remember when books were on tape, and that was a revolutionary thing. That's why when I got a haircut today and everything in my lap was gray. No, not everything, but there was enough of it. So anyway, so I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and ones that I've listened to lately have been 12 Rules for Life, as I've rambled on about probably 100 times already. I'm currently listening to Maps of Meaning. It's Jordan Peterson's other book. I have listened to some of Carl Jung's... It was one of his psychology textbooks. And that book is incredibly dense, and it's very well written. I have a hard time listening to the reader for long periods of time. And so I'm taking it in chunks. But trying to think, for audiobooks, that's what I've listened to lately. Let's see, other books I've read this year. Not a lot this year. Last year I read a few. I do a read-through of The Art of War every single year, at least once. Usually more than once, and I'll refer to it time and time again. And then... Did I read The Prince again last year? No, I only read a few excerpts of The Prince. Another one of my favorite books. The Prince and The Art of War are on my headboard at all times when I'm not reading them. I feel that they are too important not to keep copies of on the bedstand. So that's kind of gives you a little bit of insight into Julian McBain the person. I'm trying to remember where I was going with this. Books. Why was I talking about reading books? Can't remember. Oh gosh, I remember this from when we were exploring this place. Okay. Yup, sit on my head. There we go. Try to cut our way through. I might swap my knife out. You know what? I'm going to do that. I have a lacerating attack nanochip that's just a bit stronger than the knife. And it's another skill I'm trying to grind out, my mind force. No. Crap. There. Cutting through this group is going to be interesting as hell. I'm not sure we're going to survive. Okay, so armor up. Kind of surrounded. Oh, missed it. As you can see, I think the actual cycle, yeah, the cycle is twice the speed of the animation on this. That happens with the knife, too. Oh, maybe it would be about the same speed. But this grinds out another skill I need to grind, so I'm not going to complain. And I don't think Shoggoths at this level can actually damage... No, level 3 can't damage me in this armor. Punching through. Let's hope I don't get too minced by these guys. I really don't want to have to spend that much pit in repairs. Interestingly, the lacerating attack nanochip actually dropped off of Shoggoths, so I don't know how common of a drop they are for Shogs, but I think it would definitely be a worthwhile thing to try and figure out. Because, I mean, I've done the daily dozens of times. I'm on the 1,000 Shoggoth kill streak, I think. Basically the Iron mission. But I think here they call it the Desec mission. Level 4. This is actually going better than I expected. I totally expected to be surrounded right now. Which could still happen. The night is young. Actually, it's like 13:30. But this is Monria, so it's like night all the time. And it's not the fault of the fact that it's an asteroid, or actually it's technically a moon. Then it's definitely the fault of Cthulhu. You know, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to stop blaming each other and just blame all of the world's ills on Cthulhu. At least it would be humorous. Okay, no, I'm gonna take him out. That was just gonna happen. I'd rather not have to take more than one on at a time, even though I'm capable of it. Minimize the amount of crap I've got to deal with. Oh, here comes another one. See? Yup, here we go. Hey, I think that was a level up. Yes, indeed. Level 4 in the cryogenic hit profession. Okie dokie. Oh, now we're at 3. If this starts to... Oh, no, you're level 5. Time to get serious. Not that I'm in any danger, but I don't want to go through that much armor decay. Incoet the Shapeless. Was he a name? Well, obviously he was named, but was he like a boss? I mean, this is technically a low-level mission, so that's entirely possible. That would definitely be appropriate for a low-level boss. That's interesting. I wonder if they're going to send us back to kill him again. Let's kind of get out of here. On the plus side, they helped me with my Shoggoth daily. That's always good. You know, I never really think about coming down here to hunt Shogs for the daily. And I really should, because all of the mobs that have dailies are down here. I always go out by where the teleporter is to get to Crater 2. You've got the section over there where there's Yogs inside the crevasse, and then to the left of the crevasse, or not to the left, to the right of the crevasse, if you're facing the crevasse toward the cave, there's a whole bunch of Shoggoths out there that are like level 3 and 4, and so that's where I generally hunt, or 2 and 3. And I usually use Buchan's Spare Rifle or my knife, especially right now. But I think it might be worth coming down here, dude, because it's faster going, which some days I like. Since the Shoggoth has the lowest threshold for taking the daily, and it has the lowest reward at only 1 token, whereas both the cultists and the Yogs have 2 tokens. Probably because those are naturally more aggressive and harder to kill mobs. I mean, let's face it. I think the lowest level cultist I've faced is either 6 or 7. And then for Yogs is 4. I don't think I might have seen a 3. Well, there are 3s like in the crevasse, but in the area where the daily is picked up, there might be a couple of 3s, but it's generally 4s and 5s. And I've seen as high as, I think, 10 there. And cultists, of course, I've seen level 16 and 17, and that's when I start to have some real trouble with them. Thank you. So, I mean, being on Monria has been a blast. I'm really enjoying my time here. I understand there's some wave events that, I mean, I showed you the one in the crater, I'm pretty sure I was on video for that. If not, drop a comment and I will correct that. But I'm pretty sure I did do a video of that, because I was running out of material. But I've heard I've been told by one of my friends list, was it Elder Dragon? It might have been Elder Dragon. His Juan is the first name he uses both in game and out, I'm pretty sure, for his screen name. Told me about, because I was talking about instances, and when I think of instance, of course, I think of dungeons, so like caves and things like that, where if more than one player going in, you're not in a party, you get different experiences, or you can do the same area at the same time and you're not going to be interfering with each other. Wave events, on the other hand, have shared loot. As many people as can get in can join, and so that's kind of a distinction that I use. I'm not saying that it's right or more right than others. I'm just, that's my basis for comparison. So if anyone had a question on, there's those 2 cultists again. They came back. They're kind of like the cat. You know, the cat came back the very next. Okay, sorry. There is a banner in here, and I'm going to find it at some point, and I'll do the wave event. Depending on where these mission takes us, that might be, you know, after I'm done doing all these newbie missions, I'll do that. I'll locate the banner, point it out where it would be, and so that's where I'm going to go, and I'll do the wave mission and see how we do. And you know, I could get completely flattened like I did at the for the cultists, or I may run out of time like I did for the Sabakuma, or it might go really well. Who knows? As a general rule, I rather like wave events. I've got to do a little more work before I can do like the robot wave events at Lahar. That is something I'd like to do. I do have the I now have the chutzpah to do it. I'm strong enough to do it now, but my robot looter is so low. I just be losing money hand over fist, and I don't see any purpose in doing that. So I'm going to continue to hunt the lower level robots once I get back to Calypso. Don't entirely know when that's going to be. It could be soon, or it might be a little bit depending on how long these missions go, because I'm really enjoying them. But once that happens, I'm going to go back to hunting the robots and trying to grind out that looter skill so I can try doing... Because I'd love to do a whole video series on the Fort Lahar robot wave event. Because it's a really cool event. Ironically, I got stuck there like my first week in Entropia Universe. I almost stopped playing Entropia Universe because I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't figure it out. And then finally, I logged out for like 3 or 4 days. Because life happened, and I managed to log back in, and the wave event wasn't going on, and I got out, and I never went back for like almost a year. I mean, now I know how I got a vehicle, I know how to get out, I know how to get away, but at the time, the one time I came close to getting away, because I was going the wrong direction. Like, I was going deeper and deeper into territory that was high level. And I accidentally drove my Valkyrie off a cliff. And that's why I don't have a Valkyrie, because I didn't know you could repair Valkyries because they were limited. Yeah, so I tossed my Valkyrie in the TT. It's probably the biggest regret I have in Entropia Universe. Thank you for retrieving those. We need all the help we can get in interpreting the archives we've discovered. They seem to belong to the Church of Cthulhu, from what we can tell. Many, though, are calling it another Voynich manuscript. That's some Russian for you. Some are saying the archive is so badly corrupted that it will never be recovered, while others claim it is a hoax or gibberish to begin with. It looks like one of these storage devices is missing a power source. Please craft me one while I examine them further. Okay. Mysterium. Oh! Gives me the materials. Now I'm going to need a construction terminal, which I'm pretty sure is on the other end of this area. But that's interesting, actually having crafting as part of the initial mission setup. I don't think any other planet's done that. That's brilliant. Tell me there's a construction terminal here. Construction terminal. Beautiful. Monrian power system blueprint. Okay, yep, that's my good one. Okay. Construct. I'm not sure that's going to matter for this. I have 3 attempts. And construct. Near success. Near success. But my blueprint apparently leveled up. Last try. There we go. Oh wow, it's worth 28 PEC too. What's it under? Monrian power system. Here it is. 4 of them. During research into the properties of zoldanite and maladrite, many unique arrangements of the materials result in characteristics uncommon outside of living tissue. New functions for these traits are being devised by DSEC at its breakthrough pace. One such characteristic is the synthesis of ambient energy into higher ordered states. This function allows Monrian power systems to produce cells, much as carbohydrates store the energy preserved through similar processes in animate living organisms. This research has been contributory in the designs of both DSEC seeker amplifiers as well as the DSEC laser amplifiers. Cool. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was pre-programmed to do that on me, but that's okay. It's like, oh, he's on the mission. First you have to fail. Which is fine, because, I got the level up blueprint stuff. That don't bother me. And my success gave me 4 items instead of 1, so that's cool too. I don't know if he's going to take all 4 of them, or if it's just the 1. Jeez. There he is. I don't have anything more for you to add right now. What, am I not supposed to bring it to him? I did craft a Monria power system. But now what? I did this. Oh, bollocks. I have the feeling I'm going to have to log out and log back in. How much time have we got left? Okay, so we're not too bad. We're at 25 minutes. So since the mission is decided it's not going to let me complete, or maybe I need to turn into this guy, but I think I got to go back to him. Toby. Select your reward. Oh. Increase engineering by 2 pec. Oh. That was just for discovering a Monrian blueprint. Well, I'll take the free engineering skill points. Yep, it's not going to let me turn it in. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe down below. I really appreciate all the support everyone's been giving me. It's just phenomenal. The community has been fantastic. All of the pointers and tips from those on Monria, and for those who are on other planets, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that you're along for the ride. Again, make sure you check out my sponsor, Critical Links. Link is in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye.